Hello everybody, it's me Pam here at Lady Pug Kisses Stamp Studio. How are you guys doing today? I hope you're doing great. So today we're gonna make a card using Irresistible Blooms. It's actually a suite. I think it's online only, so you're not gonna find it in a catalog, and it comes with these really cool loose frosted dots. I actually like them loose. I know everybody's like, oh, I don't like them, but because they're too much trouble, they don't already have the glue dots on them. I actually love them. And so I did actually get 2 of them because I love them so much. And they have a lot of amazing colors in there. And you can buy just the stamps and the dies and get 10% off, but you can also get the suite. So let me show off this paper real quick because it is just too gorgeous. I know it's gonna add on to our time, but that's okay. But look how pretty those are. Isn't that cute? I'll try to go through them relatively quickly. So there's this one. Oh my gosh. I just love this paper. I really do. So front and back side. I believe that you can cut this one out with the dies. So yes. And then there's this one. This is the one we're using today. So yes, I did cut up one already. So you get 48 6x6 pieces in this set. That is a lot of 6x6 paper. Oh, isn't that gorgeous? It's so gorgeous. I just love this paper. In fact, I loved it so much, I had to get 2. And then there's this one. So I got 2 of the papers and 2 of the loose gems because I didn't want to run out. And I didn't get 2 of the stamp sets or dies, obviously. And then this one, oh my gosh, it's so pretty. Oh, and this one. Oh, again, you can cut those out. I'm about 90% sure you can. We'll check it out in a second. Come on, there we go. In fact, I'll leave this one out so we can take the die real quick. Let's do that real quick. I want to say you can. Yes, you can. This one right here will definitely cut out the big one. It won't cut out the smaller one, but it'll cut out the bigger one. So, yeah. I know. Oh, there it is. Keep them in order. I don't know why I want to keep them in order, but I'm keeping them in order. And then there's this beautiful one here. I just love all these. They're just so pretty. Oh yes, that's pretty. I love this. The dies have the where you can do something like that with the die. So then this is the last one here. So pretty. And this is that returning color Lost Lagoon. Isn't that gorgeous? I think it also has some pretty peacock in there too. Kind of mixed with the Lost Lagoon. so yes, so if you are not getting this Stampin' Up's Designer Series paper, aka DSP, then you are missing out on some extremely gorgeous paper. Alrighty, so we're gonna use, I might use the dies to cut out some flowers, but we're gonna use these. And then of course I'm gonna bring in my radiating stitches, so we can cut out our focal point in the front. So let's get started. Let's get our dies over here real quick. So we did have somebody that answered the question correctly. I believe her name is Laura. Hello, Laura, and thank you for answering the question yesterday. And my question is which U.S. president called himself a jelly donut while doing a speech in Berlin? And that was JF Kennedy. So, yes, he did. He in an attempt to learn the language so he can, I don't know, maybe even impress the people of Berlin. He tried to learn the language, and that's what ended up happening. He called himself a jelly donut, and I forget the of course, I'm going by memory from my history classes, thanks to Mr. Gentry, who is amazing history professor. And he also knows German, and he was saying that it was an honest mistake of just like one letter. He either added a letter onto the word that he was trying to say, or he took a letter off, and that's what resulted in him calling himself a jelly donut. So, but yeah, it was just that similar. So let's see here. We are going to score this. I've got my instructions over here. We're going to score it at 2 inches. This is just a really simple, what do you call it, fun fold card. So we're going to score it at 2 and then again at 3. And so that was our question yesterday. Today's question is, and now we're going to flip this completely around, and we're going to do the same 2 score marks. Today's question is going to be, which U.S. president was shot but did not die from the attempted assassination at the time, but died 11 weeks later from blood poisoning? And the reason he ended up with blood poisoning is because every doctor in Washington, D.C. wanted to put their finger in his wound to fill the bullet. And at the time, they didn't use hand sanitizer. Well, obviously, because they didn't have hand sanitizer at the time, but they didn't even wash their hands. They were just like, oh, let me check, let me see, I want to feel, you know, and it's like, why? So that's my question. Which U.S. president, which he was assassinated because, like I said, it was 11 weeks later, he ended up dying. And so, and he was treated by one of the very first women to no, wait. How does this go again? This is the tricky part. So, like that. No, you know what? Somehow I got my score lines off. Why did I get my score lines off, people? No. This one, I'm looking at my original. So score both ends at 2 and 3 inches. That is 2 inches and, oh, okay, so that one, I can't believe I did that. So we're just gonna get 2 and 3. Okay, so one side, okay, that's why I've got another piece of paper here. So we're just gonna do it again. All right, 2 and 3 inches, Pamela. I'm trying, I don't know. I'm gonna keep this because I can probably use it. I'm just saying. Alrighty, so. Let's see here. 2 and then 3. I'm gonna make sure here. And then three. Well, we're gonna just do it and see what it looks like, because I'm pretty sure, I don't know, because one, it said it was only a 1/4 inch off. Well, actually, maybe it is. Okay, so 2 inches. I was gonna say, when I measured it, it only looked like it was, you know, and then that was 2 inches, and then 3. And then again, flip it over and do it again. See, I'm human. So, I did, Laura did actually laugh at the way I call my slicer dicer a slice and dicer. And it's this device here. I don't know why. I've always called it a slicer dicer. And so I guess it just, I don't get professional when I'm doing this. So, here we go. No, and I've still, why is it not? Maybe it's, yeah, it's saying, maybe I wrote them down wrong. Alrighty, so, here's what I'm gonna do. Is I'm gonna bring that slicer dicer out one more time, and we're just gonna keep using this piece of paper. And so we're gonna go to 3 1/4, and I'm gonna write this down real quick too. So 3 1/4, and then again at 3 1/4. I'm gonna get this down. Okay, so let's see here. The first one was definitely 2 inches. The middle one was definitely, yep, I wrote it down wrong. So let's write that down real quick. So 3 1/4. 1/4 and 1/4. That way when I put it in the description below, it's the correct one. And you guys get it right the first time, and you're not sitting here going, did I do that right? In which I didn't, because I wrote the instructions down wrong in the first place. So there we go. Now we're good. Alrighty. So there we go. Huh. Now let's crisp those lines up. But look, we problem sheeted together. I wish I would have cut something now for this one, because I could have made it stronger. But we'll oh boy, boy. I know what I'm going to do, because for some reason I really goofed. Okay, then there we go. Ha. Ha. There we go. All right, so you're going to end up with a piece that looks like this. All right, so now we're going to start to just glue on our panels real quick. So I've got, that's our back piece for it, and I've got 2 basic blacks cut the same size, and then 2 of the DSPs. I'm thinking I want this side to show on these 2 panels. And then this one for that one. Yeah, we're gonna put our white over there. Now, our glue. Our glue. Ooh, I'm gonna have to fill it up. I like to take my yellow mono glue and put it in this, because And I bought this like years and years ago. You can just buy these tips on Amazon. I've done that before too, but they don't screw on to my mono glue. So I like the really thin. That's why I do it this way. So let's get these. And this really pretty. I just love this color here, the Lost Lagoon. I'm so glad they brought it back. But it is hard to glue this side down, isn't it? There we go. So I'm just gonna get these. I think it's gonna work out okay. But I'm gonna actually tweak the all my numbers before I put it in the description, because I don't want you guys to mess up like I did. I know. But yeah, this is such pretty paper. Now this side is really not a certain angle that you have to have it, but this side definitely is. So you don't want to like put it on this way, but we're not working with that side on this one. So directional, that's the word I was looking for. Directional. Mm-hmm. There we go. Oh, my baby's dreaming. My little puppy is dreaming. Oh, so cute. And I'm going to do this one as well. And then we're going to start doing our stamping after we put this aside. I know, I think I use too much glue sometimes. But it actually helps with my wiggle room. And I actually did just 1/8 of an inch border here. You can definitely do 1/4 of an inch. That would work too, and show more of the black and then more of the Lost Lagoon. It's totally up to you. And actually, you know what? Because I scored them just off, I'm gonna just have the Lost Lagoon up there and down there, which I'm fine with. I'm fine with it because I'm gonna make sure that you guys have the right measurements, or scoring measurements, should I say. So at least this way I know that it's gonna butt up against this side. And then all I have to do is make sure that there we go. The top and the bottom has just enough showing. Did I just do that? Say yes, you sure did just do that. That one goes in the middle. Pamela. There we go. I just did that. That's all right. At least this middle one's done right. We've got enough of that really beautiful Lost Lagoon showing on either ends of there. And see, if I would have used the Stampin' Seal Plus, I wouldn't have been able to get that up and top. So now it's gonna be the right measurements, watch. Because I was putting it on the wrong panel, of course it wasn't gonna be a border. But now look, I have a border. I couldn't have done it that bad, right? There we go. And then we're gonna get this side over here glued on, and then we'll do the white on the back. And the reason I'm putting the white on the back is because you might want to take and write a little happy birthday, or, you know, hello, or thank you, right on there in the back. So, but that is, the colors are just so gorgeous. And this is actually, I think it's kind of like a panel card, but not. So it's maybe a pop-up panel card, because it's gonna sit like this, which means that it's gonna look 3D on when somebody puts it on their mantle or on their desk or whatever. So then we're gonna put this right here. Wait a second. You know what? I want that there, but I'm not gonna glue it down yet. You know why? Because what I'm gonna do is get my stamps out. I think I want like a flower or something right there. So I put all of my acrylic blocks in an acrylic tub to make it easier. So I think I'm going to do this one. I haven't used these ones yet, so, you know. Now, I think I want to use, because we're using the black, I'm going to get my black Memento ink here. And then we're just going to color it in. Of course, I say that now that I didn't get my ink out. So, but that's okay. I'll get it out in a second. Alrighty. And then I think I want another one up here. And then we'll just get it colored in real quick. So, let's see here. I'm gonna have to stand up for this one and grab my Lost Lagoon and parakeet, or wait, Pretty Peacock. Where's my Pretty Peacock? Oh boy. Where's Pretty Peacock? Where's Pretty Peacock? Is there? I think there is. Where did I put it? Bookers. Right, maybe not. We're gonna use Daffodil Delight. Alrighty, so let's just get some color on here. So let's go with the Lost Lagoon. This one's light. I'm gonna start with the dark. Start with the dark. I used the, and I'm sure you've heard this from countless demonstrators, the black Memento ink, because using the Stampin' Blends, it's not gonna bleed, but if you use the stays on, it's gonna kind of bleed and make a mess. So just remember, if you're gonna use your Stampin' Blends with your black, to make sure that it's the black Memento and not the stays on. And so that was just your tip of the day. Tip of the day. There we go. And then we're gonna get our light. Oh, I should have did the other one real quick too. We'll just get up there in a second. Oh, this is so pretty. I love this color. I've been with Stampin' Up a long time, and I don't remember this color. But, I haven't been a demonstrator. I've only been a demonstrator for like maybe 2-3 years, I guess. But, and I really haven't been like 100% into it because, you know, well, with moving from Washington to Kansas, from Kansas to Florida, it's a lot of moving and stuff, and that's just been in the last 2 years. So, now I'm gonna try and get more serious on it. But I've been in love, put it that way. I've been in love with Stampin' Up for about 25 years, I guess. But like I said, I haven't been a demonstrator for that long. But yeah, so I don't remember this color, but I probably had it at one time and then it dried up and I threw it out because I couldn't get it anymore. So, and it was probably before I started getting the, what do you call those things? The refills. I know, I should have always been getting the refills, but nobody told me until, you know, probably about 15, no, I'd say about 10 years ago. So, like I said, you know, being a military wife and a mother of 3 boys, I really didn't, you know, keep that interested in Stampin' Up because I was always busy, and then I went to college and, you know, all that stuff. So I just missed it, but I'm glad it came back because, like I said, I'm in love with it. It's just that, you know, really pretty, like greenish blue. So I can definitely see myself falling and head over heels with this particular color. And then we're going to do the Daffodil Delight for the center of our flower. I know there's no Daffodil Delight on the other side, but it is what it is. And I'm just kind of scribbling because I'm just going to kind of blend it in. So, yeah. And the color does bleed, so if you want to like have that little bit in the center that's kind of lighter than the rest, just kind of leave a little bit of it white, and then it'll look kind of like a lighter yellow. Second tip of the day. All right, so now that we've got this done, we're going to get it adhered to the back of the card. I do the stamping on it first because I've been known over my years to put something down and then decide, oh, I'm going to stamp something on it, and then make it just didn't do right, so I had to throw all the paper and everything away and start all over again. So I stamp first, and then I put it on. So there's that. So of course, somebody else probably said that too, because I'm sure I'm not the only one that figured that one out a long time ago. Alrighty, so I want a focal point. So let's see here. I'm gonna get my radiated stitches. Now the reason in the directions I'm gonna put scrap paper. So you're gonna need scrap paper. And you can either cut this scrap paper to whatever size you want it to be, you know, or you can do whatever shape you want it to be. So it doesn't have to be, you know, the radiated stitches like I have got. Now, I've actually decided that I'm going to get out a new cutting board because this one is so well loved that I think it needs to go in the trash. so goodbye, well loved. But I'm keeping this one because this one's going to become my bottom plate. And you can buy, Stampin' Up! Sells these in packs of 2, so you can literally buy, come on. Oh, that's because it's stuck to the sticky part. Okay. All right, so you can actually buy a set of 2, and then you can rotate it. It's like, that way when one gets worn out, you can get another one, and then this one will go on top. So, yeah. So in order to use our dies, we're gonna bring out our number 1 platform, our number 2 platform, 2 number 3 platforms, 2 number 3 platforms, and then I'm gonna get my radiated stitches dies out. And I'm going to use the 2 smaller ones. So this one I'm going to do in the basic black. Basic black. Come here. Actually, I said I was going to put this one at the bottom, didn't I? See, I almost had a boo-boo. That one's going to be our top one. All right, there we go. Get these ones cut up. Okay, now the next one I've got white, and I literally swear I think I got a piece of scrap paper that is going to be very, very close to the same size as the die. So bear with me with that one. I might have to tape it down. In fact, I think I'm going to. So I've got this one done, and I'm going to put this over here out of our way. And we're going to get our smaller one. And like I said, if you look at the back, you don't see the edges, but I think I'm going to have to tape it down. So I'm going to get that just like that. And I'm going to get a piece of my tape. There we go. And that way it does not move. There we go. And it is perfect. Alrighty. So put the dies back there. Plates back over here. Not necessarily in their home, but at least out of the way for now. Alrighty. Here we go. Now, I know I put that away, and I'm probably going to grab it again in a second because I'm probably going to cut out some flowers, but we'll decide that in a second. So, if I want to or not. All right, so I got these, and that's gonna layer quite nicely. You see that? And I just love the way they just radiate out. So I might bring back in this paper and trim it down, because it looks like it's not gonna be radiating, but I can, because I think there's going to be enough room. Yeah, I think I'm going to. Let's get our slicer dicer one more time. One more time. I have to admit, I'm winging this. You guys have probably noticed that I wing a lot of my card making. I get something in my head in which I want what I want to do, but then I just wing it. After that, it's just winged. So, yeah. I don't necessarily have a design I'm following or anything. I just pick the paper and, and go for it. Alrighty, so I'm going to trim that down just to, I think I'm going to take about, no, just a smidge off both sides. So let's see here. There we go. And again on this side. And I'm a pusher. This is your third tip of the day. I'm giving you guys lots of tips today. Tips, tips, tips. So in order to get your max life on your blades, decide if you're going to be a pusher like me or a puller. Okay? And the reason I say this is because each blade has two sides to cut. You've got this one, and then you've got this one on this side. So if you're a pusher, this side's going to dull out, and this side's going to be like new. So when this one dulls out, you can just flip it around. See? I'm not crazy. I've got a method to my madness. Alrighty, so I'm not sure if I want to take any more off because maybe a smidge. I'm gonna take and rough up my edges with one of the oldest Stampin' Up tools I think you'll ever see. But you can definitely use like a sanding block. You don't have to, you know, use what I'm using because I don't think they even sell them anymore. They should. So let's see here. This is 4 inches. So I'm gonna take and get this at 3 3/4 inches. And I think that's gonna be perfect. Alrighty, let's see here. Nope, I need to take just a smidge more off. That's okay. All right, now where is my tool? All right, like I said, I don't even think they sell these things anymore, but in fact, I know they don't because I'm a Stampin' Up demonstrator. It has all kinds of like things in here. So I use this one here. Is the one I was wanting to show you. And like I said, you can use a sanding block. You can use scissors. You can use scissors. And I guess in the back it tells you what you can do. So I guess this one scores, so you can score paper in half. This one makes little dots, so you can like help tear or something, I guess. And this one's like little scissors. Like, it's not really scissors, but you can cut it. It's just a cutting blade. But this is my all-time favorite right here. So, there's like a bunch of sides here. So, I'm just going to take and just rough up and make a big mess. Rough up the edges. So, however you want to rough up your edges, you just rough up your edges. So, there we go. Like I said, let me see real quick. Let me get just a pair of regular scissors and see. Yep, you can even do it with your regular scissors. So don't worry if you're using my little tool or your scissors, it'll work. And the reason I'm roughing it up is I want a texture differential in between the radiated stitches since I brought in this layer. So, there we go. Now, watch how this is gonna look. So we're gonna have that one, and then we're gonna have this one, and then we're gonna have this one. Isn't that cute? I like that. All right, so now let's get this particular piece. And again, I think we're gonna do, oh boy. There it is. All right, now I'm gonna do the big flower also. And then, so there's a thank you, a hello, an I like you. Oh, I like that. And then, hooray, it's your day. I couldn't be happier to have you as my friend. Oh, those are so sweet. Yes, they are. So, because I'm not sure which one I'm going to use. I think maybe just a simple hello. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do, just the simple hello. So I'm gonna put that there. All right. Now, where's my Lost Lagoon? I'm doing the Lost Lagoon first, and I'm going to stamp off. And stamp off. And stamp off. I just love making background. So that's just what I'm doing right now. I'm just doing the background. So I didn't make a huge mess with that. I did clean out my chamois. So, because remember yesterday because a lot of the newer inks, like that one's new. I think that's like the second time I used the Lost Lagoon. It's, they're very new and very, very, very well inked. Yeah, that's the word that's how we're gonna put it. Very well inked. So now we're gonna get our black memento. No, that's not black memento ink. Here it is. In our black memento ink. And actually, I think I'm gonna do the small one, and then we'll do like a big one, and we will die cut it out. That way, that way, yeah, just because I want to. Now, actually, I'm going to leave that out because I'm going to get a piece of, I want thick basic white. So there we go. There's one, and I think it's the perfect size too. We can cut it out with our, you know, thing. So with bigger dies, I like to flip it over like this, and I think I might do a couple of the leaves too. So I'm going to do this over here. That way I can try to get a couple of the leaves cut out as well. There we go. Oh wait, I might still need the basic black, huh? For leaves. So let's get a couple of acrylic blocks. I don't know what size I'm going to need, so let's get this one, and then this one. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna fit. I'm gonna have to get a different one. Let me see here. There's one. All right. Oh boy. See what kind of mess I'm ended up making? Again, seems like just about every one of my acrylic blocks are going to be used. Nothing wrong with that, I suppose. All right, there we go. Now we can put that basic black away. And I think I'm done stamping too, so I'm going to pull those away. Now we're going to grab our Stampin' Blends again now. I've got some cheats over here, so I'm going to look for Lost Lagoon. So, these are my cheats, and if you order $35 from me on my online store, I will send you a PDF that you can print out of these, and you can put in a folder, and they'd be on a regular size piece of paper. And you can have them for your own references. I've got so many of these too, so I'm just saying, give me a second. I just, I'll show you in a second. Okay, here we go. So, those are the colors that go with it. But there has to be a green that goes with it. So let me see. It doesn't really. So, oh, you know what? Let's go. I'm not done yet. All right, so let's go to some of our greens. So, because you get color combinations, you'll know what colors go with them. So Pretty Peacock doesn't have any greens either. But if we find a green, we might find one that might go. So Old Olive or Soft Sea Foam. So I think I'm going to go with maybe, do we have a Soft Sea Foam in the blended pins? I don't remember. Yes, we do. So I'm going to get Soft Sea Foam, and I think that's it because I'm gonna try something. So here we go. So we're gonna get this Soft Sea Foam. Oh, you know what? is my Lost Lagoon again? Huh. Oh. Probably right here. Lost Lagoon. Now, let's see here. Because this one is Lost Lagoon. Where is my pretty peacock? I think I want the flower to be pretty peacock on the front. So, here I go again, wasting all this time, huh, people? All right. Here we go. So, we're going to do Parakeet Party. So, it'd be a little different. And you're not even going to really see our other color underneath our spots. So, don't have to worry about it because we stamped off. So, here we go. Try to be quick about this. If you guys get bored, just fast through my coloring. That's a good way to do it. Just fast forward through my coloring. I'm going to try to get more efficient with these videos to where, you know, I get everything cut out like I want to, but then I guess I should actually not wing making my cards, but I'm such a winger. I have to admit, it's very hard for me to take and recreate a card. Seriously, I don't know what it is. My creativity or whatever you want to call it just won't let me like do two cards the same exact way every time. I try, but they've always got to be different. I don't know what so even if I was to make a card, it would still be different. And so I can follow that plan. I very well could, but you know, I just don't think I would. So I'm not being too precise when I'm doing this. I'm just kind of like tracing it so I can take and blend the colors. And that's the best part about our blending markers, is that they will blend out. So they look super pretty. I think we're going to do that Daffodil Delight in the center again because I like that color. And there we go. And yeah. There we go. And then, and actually I think I did the dark first, or the light first, huh? I did. That's all right. That's all right. It doesn't really matter, but I think I like the way that, there we go. The color blends better when you start with the light. There we go. Turning out beauty, real pretty. It has been so stormy. Where did I go? I went to the dermatologist the other day. And I told him that I just moved here a few months ago, blah, 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 you know, all that good stuff. And they both looked at me. And I'm telling you, it was just about to storm that night. But they look at me and they go, oh, well, you came on a really great spring. We haven't had much stormy weather. And I'm like, excuse me, but it's storming today. Have you not been outside? I'm sure that they had to gone outside at least for lunch or something. But yeah, it was so funny. I'm like, yeah, I haven't seen much of this great weather. I mean, I guess for the most part, it has been nice here. It's just that when you think of Florida, you think gorgeous, beautiful weather. Most, you know, the Sunshine State, correct? But no, not for me. It's like the dreary Washington weather followed me to Kansas, and now it followed me to Florida. So, alrighty. But it is nice when it is nice. Does that make sense? There we go. I think I have to admit, looking at this right now, I have to admit making backgrounds is one of my favorite things to do. It's so easy. But like DSP, making your own DSP backgrounds is what I mean to say. I just like it. I don't know why, but I do. But you see how we can barely even see those little splotches? I mean, you can see them around it, but you can't see it in the flower itself. So I like that idea. Alrighty, so I've got, oh wait. This one. Oh. Okay, wait a second. Yep. Pretty peacock, yep. I'm like, my little sticker off. I have got to come up with an easier way of doing that, or something that's going to actually stick on the edges. So, or the ends, because the way I've got my pens, yeah. All right, let's get this. Oh, let me tell you guys something. So this happened today. So yesterday my husband had to work late, right? Which is fine. He got to sleep in today because he's a manager. So he and his other co-manager decided that, you know, since the next couple of days, yesterday and today, they're going to be working late. So one would go home early one day and the other would go home early the next day. And then one would come in late and one would come in early. So yesterday, my husband stayed late, and let's move these over here. So he didn't get home until late, which is fine. I made him, you know, warmed up his dinner and everything. And so this morning, he gets up. He's always up before me. But he gets up and he starts the dishwasher because, you know, he fed the dogs and everything. And we didn't have a full dishwasher last night. So we decided to wait till today to start it. So he starts the dishwasher. And then he does a couple loads of laundry. Or maybe one load. I don't know. I'm assuming two because of what happened. And then he takes a shower and goes to work. Right? Then I work out. You know, I do my little total body. And I'm like sweating like you. And just, ugh. Just look all gross and nasty, right? It's light. I want the dark. And so I need a shower. So I decided to jump in the shower. And you know what? I'm going to have to get some more of this. My soft seafoam is dried out. I'm going to have to buy another one. So I guess I'm going to use the dark. Hopefully the dark is not dried out. That is sad. Yeah. I'm going to order another set as soon as I get off here. But, that's sad. All right. Which is okay, because I'm going to actually do a die cut to put over this anyhow, so it'll be okay, I think. Actually, Actually, I kind of like it just like that. I might not do anything, but still, that's kind of sad. So yeah, so back to my story. So like I said, my husband did his thing and I worked out and I got all sweaty and icky and gross, like one does when they work out and get a really good workout, right? And so I go get in the shower, right? I wash my face and my hair, and I do those at the same time, you know, because I'm saving water and time in the shower. So I'll lather up my hair and I'll lather up my face with my face cleaner. And then I rinse it and then I wash the rest of myself, right? I'm gonna put these up here to remind me that I need to, you know, order them. So as soon as I get the conditioner in my hair, the water starts going cold. Like seriously, I was like freezing, and I've got the hot water twisted all the way up now because I turned it up and I turned it up and I turned it up. And it just gets colder and colder. And I'm like, oh my gosh. So here's this one. This one's really cool. I like the little radiating one, which is really cool. We're not using that one today. This is the die I told you about that makes the cutout that has a little, you know, polka dots and stuff. But yeah, I'm sitting there and the water just keeps getting colder and colder, and I'm just like, why me? Why me? Oh my gosh. So I have to take another shower this evening because I basically got my hair and I just lost that dye. But I found it. So I basically got my face and my hair washed. That's it. That's it. And the rest of my body, even though it was in the shower and soap ran across it and all that good stuff, is still dirty. So I'm gonna like have a little talk with my husband tonight when he gets home. And I'm gonna tell him, remind me the next time you decide that you're gonna go to work later, that I do not take a shower that day, because I know my husband well enough that he will get up in the morning and he will do dishes, he will do laundry, and then I will be freezing my butt off in the shower again. So either that or for me to wait, to give me a mental note that I should probably wait to take the shower that I am thinking about taking. Yeah, because, well, today I couldn't because the weather was icky, but at least jumping in the pool and then showering later after I get out of the pool. So, there we go. That way I don't take a cold shower. I'm not exactly a fan of cold showers. I have to admit, I like my water cooler, just not cold. Does that make sense? So I don't like a hot shower, and I kind of like a warmer shower, but not cold. Yeah, does that make sense? So so I can't say that, you know, I was the one that used all the water. Put it that way. Now you can reuse these if you don't tear them, so I'm gonna just put that little piece right back over there. But yeah, so can you believe that happened to me today? I can. See, I was gonna use these ones, but decided not to go over them with like here, I could have cut out with a different color and it would look really pretty, but I decided, nah. Nah. That's the way I put it. Nah. There we go. There we go. All right. Now, we've got the front of our card. We're gonna get everything together here. So we're gonna get our glue. Oh, I still haven't done my my little, what do you call that thing? You know what I'm talking about. Sentiment, our little hello, but we'll do that. All right, now we're gonna get this centered. There we go. I do love those flowers. And then again, we're gonna get this layered on this. I do like the fact that they made these radiating dies to where I could do this, because I honestly think that that would have been too much black behind there. So I do like that. Now, I think I'm gonna tuck these little babies behind it and get those glued in, and then we're going to put this up on dimensionals. And we're also going to get our hello, and I think we're gonna do that in, and I didn't even think about it until just now, because you're gonna learn I'm a winger. So let's see here. Doesn't really matter, I guess, where we put our leaves here. I think. Okay. But yeah, here we go. This is going to be our focal point. Now I could just put it in the middle there and let the flowers, but I want those flowers in the back to kind of show. And then I also, like I said, I'm going to get rid of this for a second, because I don't think I even need it anymore because of what I'm going to do. We're going to use dimensionals. So let me see here. Here we go. Don't ask me how many black embossing powders I needed to buy in order to fill this up. It's probably 3 or 4. But so what we're gonna do is we're gonna get our Versamark that we just had a second ago, our Versamark. And let's see here. There it is. And we're just gonna cut it down after we get it in. Or maybe we'll put it on one of those, we'll see. Alrighty. Oh, you know what? Actually, I'm not gonna do that yet. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna leave this here with that there. And then I'm gonna get my embossing buddy, because I don't need that embossing powder everywhere. Alrighty. Go. And I think in order to take and help me, I'm gonna put this down here. When I cut it out, there we go. Now, see how I covered my Versamark? We don't need that to be opened while we're playing with our embossing powder. And this is just our black embossing powder. And I'm actually gonna put our embossing powder away, because that is another thing. I told you yesterday, my parents bought me this really cool shirt that had the Superman logo that said Super Klutz when I was a little girl, and I have lived up to it ever since. In fact, it's funny because I tell people that when I fall, because it's like all the time, that the floor needed a hug. I think I saw that somewhere as a meme or something, and so now I just said, well, the floor needed a hug. So yes, when I broke my foot back in October, I said the floor needed a hug when I went to the ER. Alrighty, so we're just gonna let this heat up a second. So it was so funny, but you know, everybody's just like, oh my gosh. Because all I did was turn around. I just went to turn around and you see how it just changed? That's so pretty. I think that's just magic. And then I tap the back. So yeah, it's just me. I'm the biggest klutz you will ever run into. And we're gonna need our slicer dicer again. So let's grab it real quick. But now that the whole ordeal is over and I've got like massive, like, what do you call it? Scars. I'm telling everybody that I got bit by a shark in the ocean, in the Atlantic Ocean. See, being a California girl right there and spending 90% of my life on the West Coast, whether in Hawaii or California for almost 20 years, and then Hawaii for 4 years, and then Washington. All of those things. I'm so used to saying the Pacific Ocean. So, yeah. Now, I want to make that little chevron. So let me get my snips here. There we go. And of course, I think I didn't do this side long enough. Yeah, I think I like it. Alrighty. So when I was saying that, so yeah, so I'm going to tell everybody that I was bit by a shark. So even though it happened in Kansas, I don't know, maybe I should change my story again and go back to a bear. Because it did happen in Kansas. There's no sharks in Kansas. So, all right, there it is. So now that we've got everything together, we're gonna start to assemble our card. Oh, we still need our glue because we're still using these. So let's get some dimensionals. All right, where's our dimensionals? Dimensionals, there we go. So we're gonna get this. Could actually glue it on right there, because see, it's going to go here. Actually, I'm going to need that flower to go a different direction or more in the center. So let's see here. So we want it to be able to be within the perimeter of our, there we go. So right there, I think. So let's get some dots back here. 1, 2. Yep, 1, 2. Just making sure glue dots aren't going everywhere. Not glue dots, dimensionals. Alrighty, so I know that's a lot of dimensionals, but that's okay. They're very cheap, honestly. I do have rolls of foam tape, which I love, but these are so convenient and they're so cheap. Like, you wouldn't believe. They're like, literally like, each dot is like a penny when you figure it out on a calculator. Alrighty, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna, I think I'm gonna glue this one on there first. So first decide where. It can be down at the bottom, it can be more in the middle, it can be up on the top. I think I want it, ooh. No, I don't. I think I want it in the middle. I thought maybe I would do something different, but there we go. I know, I overglued it. That's all right. Ooh. Nope, I'm doing it this way. Decide where you want it. And you see how those radiating dies are just the right for that. Because this is gonna fit in an envelope. In fact, where is my envelope? I've got one right here from a paper pumpkin. It's gonna fit in an envelope. See, we wanted it to fit in this envelope. So, or into an envelope. And so, here we go. Make sure we've got it going in the right direction. So, now, again, we're gonna go with our little flower and get it on there, and then get our, and you know what, I'm gonna get my little corner rounder here. I think I got this on Amazon, so if because I don't think we've got a corner rounder, so let's get one of these right here, and maybe a half of one. So let's cut one in half. Oh, actually, I got one right here. That's cut in half, and put it over here. And then, oops, we're gonna get our little hello. And we're gonna tuck it right there. And then, if that's not enough, we're gonna get our super adorable loose frosted dots. And I'm thinking the yellow, or let me see here, the Daffodil Delight. I'm pretty sure that's the, let me see. Does it have the, it doesn't, but I'm pretty, oh wait. Yeah, it's not telling me the colors in it, but because of the sweet having the Daffodil Delight, I'm pretty sure it's Daffodil Delight. So let's get a couple of the daffodils out of there. So they've got a couple different sizes in here as well. So there's the big ones, the medium-sized one, and if I can flip this over, and the small ones. So I think I'm gonna do one of each size. Now, you can use glue or you can use glue dots. It doesn't really matter. So, if you wanted, you can get, these are from Paper Pumpkins. And they usually come, depending on the project, there's different sizes. Like this is even smaller than that one, so that would work for the smallest one. You can make your own. Glued dot adhesives by just going like this, and this would make it so much easier. You can just take the back off of there and then grab your, now if I can see where it is, there it is. There you go, see? And then one over here. So see how easy it is? People are like, oh my gosh, I can't believe. And this one actually came off here. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna take the smallest one. because I'm pretty sure that was the one I was going to use with this one. The bit back over. How we're going to take that back off, I don't know yet, but we're going to figure it out. We will figure it out. I think that one came off. Yes, it did too. That's all right. There we go. All right. So then we're just going to take the back off and decide where we want these adhesives. So actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to gently put it back on to that. I'm going to do the same thing with this one. So we're going to take the back off as gently as we can. Come on. Sorry, this is probably taking a little bit longer there. So probably should have just glued the small one. There we go. Now, again, we're just going to figure out where we want them. I think I still want that one there. There we go. And then our medium size one. There. And our larger one. Here. There we go. And that is our finished card. So isn't that cute? And then it's going to stand like that. And then our back is like that. So cute. It's going to pop up. Whoever gets this is going to love it. So again, like, share, and subscribe to my channel so that I can get more viewers so I can go live. And at the end of next month, we are going to give these away. And it's a set of the Nude in Colors. So you'll get the Wild Wheat, the Mauve or the Moody Mauve, the Copper Clay, the Boho Blue, and the Pebbled Path. And it's I want to say it's a $45 value without shipping and handling and tax. So it's a really good deal. So like, share, add all your friends that you think might like my channel, and join my Facebook group. And I will catch you guys another day. And remember our question: who was the U.S. president that died 11 weeks after his assassination when he got shot from blood cancer or blood poisoning? Not blood cancer, blood poisoning from basically sepsis from the doctors poking his wound. Okay, just comment your answer, all right? And I'll catch you guys later. Bye.